in their parts of the world. And then so you get some people on one side saying, oh, we're all human and all of this is evil and we're all the same, and they've got other people saying, no, I believe in my national identity, I believe in my roots, and so on and so on. So we have interesting conversations on identity.
So what kind of things people in other parts of the world do?
Is that your
well, that's
yeah.
So that's a really big question, because when I show people the British code system, I get a lot of Germans come in saying, oh, this is bad, oh, we don't have this, we don't use it. I said, okay, hold on. I spoke to German police and German security officers as well. And I had a point where I had British police on one side and I had all Germans on the other side. And I said, okay, how do you Germans identify people? What's your code? Oh, we don't use it. But I said, but how do you do it? And then some Germans saying, oh, each police group, they somehow decide amongst themselves how they're going to do it.
There's no like standardised.
That's right, no standard. So how does that work? I said, well, how? And they said that the German police were saying, we get a lot of problems with these Eastern Europeans and Russians. But I said, well, wait a minute, how do you know what a Russian looks like? How do you know the person's a Russian? And they say, oh, as soon as they start to speak. I said, so you all look the same. But as soon as they start to speak, you start saying, oh, we have a lot of problems with these Russians. So they radio up and say, no, we've got some Russians here, and they get extra backup because they're identified as Russians. But the Germans wouldn't specify exactly how do they speak amongst each other. What do they say on the radio?
Yeah.
You know, and for years, the Germans, because there's no standard.
So do you think it's better to have a standard like that?
Oh yeah, I believe you should have standard. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's why I've got this here. National racial. Yeah. So I'm using. I believe that you've got to clarify identity before you can build any civilized structure or any civilized society. And if there's any confusion about identity, then that leads to problems. That festers
we also got what they call a self-defined ethnicity as well.
Yeah, I've got it here. Yeah, I've got it here.
So it's down to you what you yeah.
Don't worry, I'm gonna put it. I've got it, man. I'm gonna put it.
I've known you a long time, so I know what you're
right.
So you saying these racial codes are valid to use them?
Yeah, well, as the gentleman says, they're the standard policemen. So those are the ones that we use amongst ourselves. And then the longer list is the ones that
with the details, is that correct as well? No, not exactly the words.
Yeah, not exactly.
Okay. Well, watch this now. That's going to be really interesting. So, listen to the question. Now, no, we're not going to. What is the difference? I'm going to ask you now. What is the difference between an IC1 and an IC2? Listen very carefully.
Well, IC1 is what we call as a white European.
Okay.
And IC2 is what we would perceive, what we police would perceive as a dark-skinned European. A darker-skinned European.
Yeah, like Mediterranean colour.
Mediterranean-y, Italian-y maybe.
So suntan.
This is the language, see? Mediterranean, darker, see? See? So the more they speak, it's the more accurate this is. They're using these words.
What do you disagree with? What do you disagree with in these descriptions?
I don't know. Can I just have a read? I wouldn't necessarily.
Listen very carefully now. You got to get this.
Well, my brother's got dark eyes.
Okay.
So I wouldn't necessarily agree with dark eyes. I don't agree, definitely not that side of it. Straight hair, nah.
I've never really heard of kinky hair before either.
Kinky hair, I've never heard of kinky hair.
Kinky hair is curly hair.
But we'd never say that word negroid. We would never say that. We would never.
No, I know that. You say use the code. You say that use the code.
We would never use that word.
But we want to know that what you want to know is this wrong?
The skin's good. Olive's skin's good.
Yeah,
I don't.
I think they're
Definitely not lower life value.
get their
Lower life
official.
value.
No, I don't think it's quite true. Yeah.
Straight black or dark hair, no curls.
So where did you get these from? Because they're saying that nah, in terms
Well, you
of
didn't get these from the
detail,
police.
they're saying that nah, they don't run with it.
I think some of it's Mr. IC3's input, right?
The IC3 got a mouth. Let him speak for himself. What are you saying, IC3?
Well, I don't know about all this like quite hurtful language.
No, it's
Anyway.
quite-
Oh no, yeah, but don't forget, let's not lose track. As professionals, and they're trained, what did they teach you at police college was the difference between an IC2 and an IC6. Now listen carefully.
Can't remember, it's too long ago.
Remind him.
This is very serious because this is very carefully. No, I'm not going to remind them because
You're not going to remind him.
Because
There's no truth being spoken here. Remind him.
It's what is being taught in the police college. So you got to find out now, how are police officers trained to recognise the difference between an IC2 and an IC6? See, so you have to ask them. That's the official. It's right here. It's right here.
I always thought it was like the other way around kind of thing. So like you're like you in the same way that a man on the street recognises different ethnicities. They kind of put that on top of it, kind of, rather than the other way around.
All right. So it's understanding ethnicity. So that they're making it quite clear that I've got the official paperwork where it does say that
I could be wrong. It's been a while for myself as well.
Okay, yeah, but ethnicity is a subdivision of a race. So in defining a race, which is the codes, right? One has to have some understanding of ethnicities, of visual, because the actual term, the official term is visual ethnicity. You can look that up. And
IC3.
Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt.
ethnicity. Yeah.
I just want to know where you got these details from and why they disagree with some of them.
Okay. So
Well, let's put it this way. We would never ever use the word mongoloid, okay? No matter what.
So have you got different words to describe the same
That
thing?
would just be IC5.
I'm talking about the details though. The details.
that's right. The keys in the details.
The devil's in the details.
If they ask for a description, we might say they've got long hair, short hair, blonde hair, brown hair, black hair. If you see them that well, sometimes they wear hats, sometimes they wear balaclavas. But we would never use those sort of words. Definitely not use the sort of words. Not on the radio.
Yeah.
No, on the radio.
The lettering is wrong. The wording is wrong. But you think it's right. But what I'm saying is the word is wrong. That's what we would use.
Okay. So, yeah. So,
You can educate, especially you.
what we
Especially
want.
you can educate.
Okay. What?
Because you need a lot of
So
knowledge.
here's the issue.
You need to learn. You need to learn knowledge.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
what
you
is
need to
it?
learn knowledge before you speak. Yeah, these guys are gonna educate you now.
Yes, he's
Today
gonna
is your
educate
education
you.
day.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Today
He's
is
gonna.
education
Yeah,
day.
he's gonna.
Your education day today.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, today is your education day.
So what we want. Yeah.
Today's is education
So
day
what we
today.
need to find
Today's
out.
your education day.
What we need to find out are the correct details, and then if anybody can inform me what the correct details are, then I'll change these.
We'll see you again soon.
Yeah, nice one.
They're out of here. Correct details. They're out of here.
Hope out here.
Don't waste your
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
I see
So,
police.
So we say
Shake
IC3.
the hand of the police. You're a police
This guy is very preaching. Don't listen to him.
IC3. I skipped that. So tell me where the details are.
Okay, good, right.
He needs to learn his knowledge today. Today he's gonna learn his knowledge.
Thank you very much. So,
He's gonna learn his knowledge today, this guy.
remember, the clarity, if we say that these details are incorrect,
They're incorrect.
if we say that these details are not correct,
They're not correct. They're in.
yeah, okay.
Out
So
of
now
order.
we need to find out
This guy's brainwashing you guys. Be
who,
careful of him.
we need to find out what is correct. If these details are not correct,
You didn't remix my
we
question.
need.
That's not my question. My question is where did you get that?
Yeah,
these details from?
I'll deal with that in a minute. But the most important issue is what are the correct details. Remember, I asked the question, and I said to you, listen carefully.
According to who?
No, it's on camera. Just now, I asked the question: what do the police college teach? Is a difference between an IC2
You didn't
and
want to remind him. I don't know why you didn't remind him.
Did you get the answer? Did you get the official?
Why didn't you remind him when I asked you to remind him?
Why should I remind?
Because to educate us. To educate us.
Please explain.
Are you asking me to educate the police?
Us.
Listen carefully.
Stand.
No,
that's not what I said. Keep a remix of a
The
question.
police were here.
Yeah.
The official power was here.
No, there wasn't.
You wouldn't ask. Why would you ask me?
They said that they don't remember. So I asked you to remind them.
Oh, okay.
That's
But
it. Listen to him now.
let's
yeah?
slow down. Oh no, we'll
Listen,
go there.
you're gonna
That's
be
no problem.
educated
Listen to the seriousness.
That's it. That's all.
Listen to the seriousness
Don't
of
just
what you
record
just
him there.
said.
That's it. Tell him. He's gonna be
Oh,
educated.
speak. You
Nah, you're giving him a way out, man. IC3, ignore him, man. IC3, ignore him, man.
Talk. He's talking.
IC3, ignore him, man.
How do you know I'm going to be educated?
Maybe in security. I don't know.
IC3, why do you care what you think, man? He's a heckler, man. Allow him, man. Why do you care?
Tell him to keep his mouth shut so I can speak,
No
and
one
then he
can
can
control
speak.
him, man. You have to. These people are going to exist whether we like it or not, man. We can't exterminate them.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Go.
Maybe in
No, man,
security.
ignore that, man. That's dead, man. He said he finished now.
I know. But give him a chance. Give him a chance.
You finished now. You finished.
Have you finished? Have you finished?
You're a hate preacher. That's what you are.
Okay. I'm a what?
You're a hate preacher.
Hate
Right.
preacher.
I'm a hate preacher. And what am I?
You're a racist.
I'm a hate preacher and I'm a racist according to this guy.
Because you wear a Nazi uniform, you get
Right.
confused. You get confused.
Right. Is that all? What else you got to say?
You dress code. Look at you. You dress code. So what do you think?
Okay.
You think you're a king?
So I'm a hate preacher
He's just like a
and a
Superman.
Nazi.
He thinks he's a superhero, you know. Look at him, just like a superhero.
That maybe he's
So you're saying, so come IC3, man.
okay, right.
Where did the deals come from?
Right. So this is very
What's the order
important.
number supposed to mean? Yeah, it's not
Good.
God.
Yeah. Good.
He's supposed to be God on earth. This
So-
guy. He thinks it's God on earth. He thinks it's the king
Let's
here.
get this very
That's
clear,
why he's
and I'm
dressed
going
like
to move
that.
very,
He
very
wants to
slowly
brainwash you guys.
because it's important
Yeah? What's
that we
supposed to mean?
understand
What's
these
his
things.
Wait, then let me get my camera.
What's his
Okay.
dress code?
Okay.
What's his dress code? He's a Dracula, bro. He's a